Indian economic updates. India is advancing plans for the Ultra Long Range Strike Aircraft, ULRA, a stealth strategic bomber designed to fly over 12,000 kilometers without refueling, enabling strikes on targets as distant as New York while carrying BrahMos NG cruise missiles. Inspired by Russia's Tupolev Tu-160 and aimed to exceed the US B-21 Raider's 9,300 kilometers range, Ultra Long Range Strike Aircraft underscores India's ambition to shift from a regional to a global strike posture. Equipped with stealth shaping, variable sweep wings, and a 12-ton payload including 4 BrahMos NG missiles, Agnivan-P short-range ballistic missiles, laser-guided bombs, and anti-radiation weapons, Ultra Long Range Strike Aircraft would dramatically enhance both conventional and nuclear deterrence. Development is led by Defence Acquisition Council, Defence Research and Development Organisation, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, and Aeronautical Development Agency, with technology dialogues underway with Russia and France, covering airframe design, avionics, stealth coatings, and high-thrust engines like the GE-414 or NK-32. With prototype flight targeted between 2030 to 2035, Ultra Long Range Strike Aircraft would complete India's nuclear triad, offering both survivability and global reach beyond land-based missiles and submarines. This leap reflects India's strategic pivot, from defending borders to shaping deterrent posture across continents. A successful ultra-long-range strike aircraft would place India among the elite club of bomber-capable states, signaling to the US, China, and others that it can project aerial power anywhere, anytime. Japan has unveiled plans for its next-generation bullet train, the Shinkansen E10 series, which will replace the current E2 and E5 models. Design work has already begun, with the train expected to be completed by September 2027, followed by test runs. Commercial operations are targeted for 2030. Interestingly, India and Japan may simultaneously launch the E10 series around 2029-30, aligning with India's first bullet train corridor between Mumbai and Ahmedabad, which is set to begin operations by 2026-27 using indigenous trains initially. The E10 series will prioritize safety with features like L-shaped vehicle guides to prevent derailments during earthquakes and lateral dampers to reduce braking distances and absorb shocks. Designed for passenger comfort, it will offer improved luggage space, all-seat power outlets, and accessible wheelchair spaces with window views. Sustainability is also key, with smart maintenance capabilities, blowerless induction motors, and high-efficiency silicon carbide components. The train's green-themed exterior, inspired by the Tohoku region, was designed in collaboration with UK-based firm Tangerine. Union Minister for Road Transport and Highways, Nitin Gadkari has abolished fixed annual targets for highway construction, introducing floating targets aligned with states' readiness, particularly for land acquisition and regulatory clearances. This new approach enables states to select from a portfolio of national highway, expressway, and greenfield corridor projects, focusing on those with the fastest potential start dates and minimal procedural bottlenecks. The revised 2025-26 National Highway construction target stands at 10,000 kilometers, down from 10,421 kilometers in 2024-25, marking the lowest in 7 years. Meanwhile, the monetization goal has been reduced to 30,000 crore rupees, compared to 39,000 crore rupees previously, and is structured equally via toll operator transfer and infrastructure investment trusts. The plan includes 1,100 kilometers in the northeast, 750 kilometers in tribal areas, and 5,800 kilometers of high-speed corridors, a key shift toward access-controlled infrastructure. Carriage and ICRA forecasts suggest a potential slowdown in execution, around 9,500 to 10,200 kilometers, owing to delays in project awards, land acquisition, and approvals. The introduction of floating targets and stricter bidder eligibility under hybrid annuity model, the engineering, procurement, construction model and the build, operate, transfer model modes aim to reduce cost and time overruns. Under the Bharatmala umbrella, states will now pick projects based on readiness, such as the NH119A Patna-Ara-Sasaram corridor in Bihar and the 650 km Raxaul-Haldia Greenfield Expressway expected by 2028, helping prioritize actions where groundwork is complete. This recalibrated policy marks a strategic pivot, aligning federal priorities with state-level execution capacity to quicken project life cycles, control costs, and maintain flexibility. China has unveiled its fastest ever ground transport, a new maglev train capable of achieving a top speed of 600 km per hour at the 17th Modern Railways exhibition in Beijing. Developed by the China Railway Rolling Stock Corporation, CRRC, the train features a sleek, aerodynamic design aimed at reducing air drag and increasing energy efficiency. It uses superconducting magnetic levitation technology, enabling it to hover after accelerating to a speed of 150 km per hour, thereby minimizing friction, wear, and operating noise. With this model, China aims to bridge the gap between high-speed rail and air travel for distances under 2,000 kilometers. A trip between Beijing and Shanghai, currently taking 5.5 hours by train, could be reduced to just 2.5 hours. The maglev also boasts full automation, integrating 5G AI, acoustic sensing, and multiple line sensors for safety and navigation. Though China's maglev journey began with a German-built line in 2003, its first domestic line was launched in Changsha in 2016, followed by another in Beijing in 2017, both operating at lower speeds. The new model is a leap forward, part of China's plan to exceed 50,000 kilometers of high-speed rail track by the end of 2025. China is also exploring Hyperloop technology, targeting speeds of up to 1,000 km per hour. However, experts note high costs, technical complexity, and infrastructure challenges could limit widespread deployment despite the promising innovation.